between the Carolina Panthers. The NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a timeout called on the... Before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles.
Defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now that play... chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
So they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the front of that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs.
Right, because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Finding space at the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. On the move past the 40. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Easy, right?
Play action. It's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. A nice little juke. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice